Welcome once again, soccer freaks, to yet another episode of TCK, the Corner Kick, the show that brings you all the things soccer with just the right amount of spice. I'm Derek Mayo.
I'm Angel Aguilar.
Angel, how you doing today, brother?
Doing good. Finally, we thought we were supposed to get some crazy blizzard yesterday. Just got like a
That's
spritz.
true.
But now we got sunny days.
Which is Colorado, right? That's what Colorado brings. Just a lot of like
Bipolar weather.
disorder weather. It's April. You know, now it's April. It's been kind of crazy. We are shooting. If you guys can notice, we are actually shooting in a new place.
Yes, sir. Ski.
It's not quite there, but we'll get it there. So if we look less handsome, it's probably because of the lighting.
We look great. We look great. Well, hold up, Tony.
But before we get into the meat and potatoes, did you have any April Fool's surprises?
Yes, and it's completely not.
Did somebody
soccer.
play a joke on you?
No, well, ish. Like soccer. It's not soccer related, unfortunately. But
We don't have to get into soccer.
no,
right
it's okay.
away.
It's
Why
okay.
are you so horny about it? Ding!
Well,
We're starting the counter,
starting
baby.
the count.
We're starting the
Hell
counter, baby.
No, I was scrolling through Instagram and then I saw, because I have a Raptor, and then I saw they're like, 2025 is
Like
the
a
last.
dinosaur? Or?
No, on my truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so said that 2025 is the last year that Ford's gonna make the Raptor, and I was like,
What?
bullshit,
Really?
bullshit. And then I read the whole thing, and it's like, if you got this far, by the way, it's April Fool's. And I was like, fuck you, fuck you.
Ford played it on you.
I was like,
Okay.
whatever.
What year is yours, if you don't mind me asking?
20.
2020?
Yeah.
Solid year.
Yes.
Solid year. Well, I didn't get fooled
At all?
whatsoever. No, bro. No, I've been so busy with the moving and all of that. So it's been pretty much just like hammering down shit. Just working in a new place, and I'm ready to start shooting more, creating more content, and talk about soccer. You know, there's a lot of things that happen during April.
I mean, for April, I really wish the tariffs were April Fools, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, the tariffs are bad. It's
I just really hope, like, legitimately, because we're not going to be political, but I really hope that nothing like that affects, people being able to go see a game. And who knows how long it's going to take, because next year is the World Cup,
I think it's
How
gonna affect that. I mean, I don't want to get political, but I think one way or another is gonna
are
affect
things
it.
gonna actually get, you know what I mean? Like, let's just hope.
Tickets
and
are
pray.
already stupid expensive for the
are.
World Cup, dude.
But
Stupid.
I really, it might have been a joke. It might have been like one of those fake ones. I think I saw like one of the ticket prices for the final was like $225,000.
225,000.
I like I said, I hope
there's
it's
a lot of
joke.
info. Yeah, there's a lot of info.
You fact check everything before you take it as solid, definite proof that everything's
Especially if
going
it's
up.
out of the internet, sort of fucking.
Everything can be altered, but yeah, no, that if it's $250,000, no, not almost $250,000.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude.
Nah, bro.
I'm sorry, man. I like the game, but you could like build a small stadium, a small indoor for that.
Probably, yes.
You know what I mean?
200,000. Hopefully that's not the case. Are you? Would you like to go? I mean, obviously yes, but
Yeah.
would you go like to Mexico or Canada or?
Shit, at this point, I don't even know if I want to travel that far because
Yeah, I get you.
Travel's just gonna be by that point, unless anything changes soon. Travel's gonna be ridiculously expensive. Not to mention, who knows if
The airplanes
Yep.
also being. Oh my
Yep.
god, there's a whole bunch of shit.
And then I think Mexico is they're making it stricter for people to just visit over there.
Yeah.
So I mean, going to games is gonna be a pain in the ass, and I'm pretty sure at some point Canada's gonna be like, we're gonna get you with that too.
Yeah.
So it's like it all circles back to
What the U.S. president is doing.
goddamn orange starburst.
Dude. No. But since we're on the topic, I'm thinking that since next year a lot of people are traveling from abroad, this whole notion of like xenophobia that has taken over our government clearly is gonna affect attendance as well, or just being able to get a fucking visa to come visit the
if you
US.
look what happened with the men's national team, what was it, like a couple weeks ago, they had in one of the newest stadiums in the U.S., which is SoFi Stadium, they had like the lowest attendance they've ever had.
Oh,
And then if you look at
yes, I did
right
see
now,
that.
Brazil is playing
Against
USA,
Canada, no?
no USA.
No, but they were playing against Canada, I think.
No, I'm talking about for the women's.
Oh, the women's, yeah.
So the
yeah,
men's,
Gotcha,
they had
gotcha.
the lowest attendance.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
right
yeah.
now, like as we're recording, Brazil is playing the women's national team, the U.S.
Okay.
national team, and it's like they said it's like 3x of what showed up to go see the men play.
Wow.
So
the women are killing
and
it.
if next year is the men's World Cup, if that's what we got to look forward to, dude, man, that's
looks
just,
looks a little weak sauce. Is
yeah.
what you're saying.
They should just go to the Rapid Stadium. I mean, if they're gonna have such low attendance, we can fit them all over there.
Yeah,
It'll look a
for
lot more
real.
packed. Be fine.
Damn. No, bro, it's pretty crazy what's been going on in the recent months. It hasn't even been like
Weeks. It hasn't
yeah,
even
bro.
months,
It
weeks.
hasn't even been that long, and it's just it feels like the U.S. is just upside down, topsy turvy. But yeah, I hope ticket prices don't go up or attendance.
If anything, I mean, they did sign the executive order to make it so that way the ticket prices don't go high or whatever. But whatever thing that is out there legally, there's gonna be a loophole that somebody else is gonna take advantage of. I just really hope that it's like it doesn't affect the World Cup ticket prices as much, because ticket gouging, ticket prices for something as big as that shit, like when Messi first came over to Inter Miami, tickets were like $450.
Yeah,
I was
they
like,
were
you're out of your
crazy.
damn mind. I saw people like even in other stadiums, because there would be tickets to go see him in Miami. And then,
When a player creates inflation,
dude,
That's crazy.
It came over with the pump, bro, because that shit pumped it up. I looked, the closest game that he was gonna play his first season here was against Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Dude, it was like $375, and I'm talking like
375. Holy fuck!
that, dude. I'm not.
That is like almost a third of your
Bro, you
paycheck,
can't
probably.
Okay, you would probably see him at Camp Nou playing years ago for cheaper than that.
Yeah,
with
like 200
buying food.
euros or some
Yeah,
shit.
with buying food and shit. Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, fuck that.
Fuck,
Bad.
man. Well, yeah. I mean, interestingly enough, Denver has sort of thrived, starting with the news that we have. First of all, like talking about our local sports, the NWSL Denver FC. We recently got news that they are now getting a new stadium, so that has been confirmed. Sorry, Angel, I know you were salty last time, but it may come with some good things. You know how backed up I-25 can get.
Yeah.
It can get, especially like around prime hour.
And then that specific spot where they picked the stadium.
Yeah.
That spot will ruin everything.
Rumor has it, and I was just sort of reading this off of like the Colorado newspaper website, is that since 2008, they've been sort of working on that area so that they can expand it or make it more pedestrian, sort of
Friendly?
exactly, bike friendly, which we're obsessed with, like cycling lanes here in Colorado for some goddamn reason. But
What the hell? Like, what?
especially like inner city, where it can get really crazy.
We don't cycle, bud. What is going on here? But
so it's gonna be going from I-25. If you're familiar with the Denver area, it'll be I-25 and Broadway is what I was reading. They're gonna set it in sort of that area, and I don't know if you got a chance to see the what are they called?
The renderings?
The renderings. Thank you. You had the word right in your head. Yes, and it looks really dope in the sense that they're gonna like try something different, more outdoorsy. It looks like opened.
yeah, I was thinking just now. So it looks like the south side is gonna be
South
open.
side? No.
I don't know if they're gonna move it just a little bit, so it's like west pointing.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, they have it facing south, and there's a breeze coming up. It's gonna be right into everybody's face.
That's true.
I don't know, because we get our winds here are not north nor what you call it, west to east or whatever, or north to south. It's like you'll get it everywhere.
Yeah. When you travel through airplane out of the airport, it gets pretty crazy. And also the Rapid Stadium, it seems to collect this sort of
literally
vortex.
there's like a vortex in the stadium, which is weird as shit, because outside be a nice sunny day and you go in there, it's fucking cold.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck?
No, but I'm really excited about the new stadium. It's crazy how much investment is going in, and it's honestly a true blessing for the city of Denver. I like how much support we mentioned it last time. How much support is going in for Denver FC and for the women's league just in general. Just put them on the map and being one of the arrowheads doing that here. I think it's going to be one of the biggest investments in women's sports. Don't quote me on that, but I think I read something like that. Well, because they're also built, because that's going to be built until 2028. Officially, it's going to be done, right? If everything goes to plan. I think it's going to be holding like 14,000 seats or something like that. And then there's some outdoor areas that look really cool.
The whole rendering looked really nice. I mean, it looks like what a modern stadium should look like. And if anybody's been to any stadium here in Colorado, you go from, obviously Mile High, how old you are.
Yeah.
Invesco
The horseshoe.
Mile High or Invesco or Empower Field or Sports Authority or whatever the hell you want to call it. Great Value Stadium.
Ball Arena really kicked me in the balls, bro.
Ball Arena just double booted me, but Pepsi Center.
Pepsi Center, bro.
Kiss my ass. That's
it's
Pepsi
crazy
Center,
that jars make that fucking much. Who's the mason jar? Anyways, but yeah, so what I was also reading is that apparently that corridor, the Broadway corridor, sees, and this is from the DOTI, the Denver Department of Transportation and Infrastructure. Wow, I can't believe I fucking remember that. Dottie.
Kudos.
Yes. And I was reading that it sees from 33,000 to 38,000 cars daily. Jeez. So it's a shit ton.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good. I think. Hopefully, if the renderings do come out, you'll see all the shopping centers that they also had there.
Yeah.
Because you know how that's not to jump on the Rapids bandwagon again, but that's the reason why there's ting. But that's the reason why there's so much empty space around the stadium. They were supposed to do that same shit. So they built the stadium, and then they're like, well, there's all this space. You can build shopping center here. You can sell shit here.
There is space out there. Yeah, there's hella space.
But nobody wants to buy it. And I really hope it's not like that with the stadium.
Is it because of the tornadoes, you think?
No, it's because of the owner. He's a chooch. I say that all the time.
Okay.
But we're not going to jump into that rabbit hole because you'll set me off.
Maybe next time. Yeah.
Set me off. But
get into the conspiracy theories about
But I really hope they do actually pull through because it looked really nice. That'll be really nice to see.
Yeah, and I was also seeing that, coming back to the whole topic, that's going to be done in 2028, as we mentioned. But they're coming together in the Cherry Creek School District to build a halfway facility in the meantime. So they're gonna be so that one's supposed to be getting worked on this year, and hopefully by 2026 through 2027 they're gonna build 8 fields and a mini stadium with a 12 I was reading 11 or 12,000 seats. So, and also they'll have not high intensity, but your recovery centers and your gyms and all of that. Okay. It's supposed to be looking really nice.
Right here, yesterday I went to go get food and I saw on Federal and Dartmouth right next to what is that, CCD?
CCD, yeah.
Right next to there used to be an apartment complex right there, and they literally leveled it out and there's a field there. A full field.
Shit.
It's brand new. It's got. I don't know if they use it specifically for games.
Yeah.
Because it does have places where people can sit, and it's on a hill, so they flattened it out and made it an actual field, and it's got a whole gate and everything, a backstop. It's pretty nice. And if they're doing stuff like that now, I can only imagine what happens when they start making moves. Yeah. Later on. Well,
I just love the Colorado, Denver is just so soccer forward, I fucking love that. Obviously we love soccer, and it's good to see that the city is taking that into consideration.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. The lovely and the best sport, in my opinion, of the world. What else? I had something else about NWSL.
That we still don't know the damn name.
Yeah. Is it still Denver? I'm just going with Denver FC at this point.
For now, I mean, it's because I don't know, I don't know what I guess what are they going for? Shock factor here? Like, what's taking so long? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had San Diego.
Denver FC works for me. It doesn't have to be that.
I really hope it's not white and green. I don't know.
I don't know about the colors, but they haven't done anything to remove the colors in their Instagram page. We're just going off of like what's we've been seeing. So, yeah, I don't know what's gonna.
Throw some feminine colors in there, some pink or something.
Yeah, I mean, you could have your away kits be a different color.
They can make them look like remember the Rockies jerseys?
Yeah,
that look like
the ones that had like the
mountains?
mounts. Yeah.
Yeah, do that for like an alternate. You don't got to make it your colors.
Yeah, no, they can get crazy. They can get crazy with it. Hopefully, the project boots up. You know, they're gonna use that same the Cherry Creek side to later on have the schools maintain it and also let kids, you know, play and have more outdoor spaces to practice the sport of soccer. So we'll see.
We'll see what happens from there, from here to there, but I'm excited. It'd be nice.
Angel, let's talk about Colorado Rapids.
Okay.
We've had a good game. We just went against Charlotte.
Yep.
And we won against them. What was it, like 2-0, if I'm not mistaken? We played really well. Did you see the game? Did you attend the game?
I was gonna go to the game, but I had some stuff going on before, and so I didn't even end up showing up. But I did watch it.
Yeah,
It was pretty good.
I thought number 10. I always Mihailovic.
Yeah, Jordi Mihailovic.
What a game he had, bro.
Him and Navarro, like they both together, like they're in unison that no one saw coming, and it's just it works. It always works. One's working. If one's on it, the other one's, you know, just supporting, or if one's not on it, the other one's, you know, taking over, and they don't mind one or the other taking over, which is nice.
Yeah, and something that I want to point out is that you mentioned now that we've had a couple more MLS games under our belt, we're not doing bad at all. Like I think we're tied with Minnesota with 11 points as of right now. We're shooting this on April 4th or April 5th.
Game starts in about 10 minutes.
And we're going against Vancouver, right?
Yeah.
Vancouver, which is
number one.
Number one. We need to be Vancouver.
Yeah,
we need
it has to happen.
And I think we have San Diego right off the bat. So, and both of them are, I think San Diego is either on third or second. I can't remember.
Third, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So, both upcoming games are going to be very, very fundamental for us to take the lead, that's what we want.
You want to always start off with a little bit of a cushion, you know, especially because at the end of the season, that's when everybody's trying to make their push. If you don't have at least a 3-point cushion or a 2-point cushion in the top 6, 7, 8, you're gonna end up behind by everybody. But if you can stay in the top tier of the pack, you'll be fine.
Yeah, 100%.
Everybody has their ups and downs, and you want to have your major up at the end of the season. So if you can have, you know, let's just say a slouch mid-season, it's all right.
Yeah, no, 100%. And going back to the Charlotte game, I was looking at the highlights, and I mean, yeah, Mihailovic, just not to be on his jock, but what a game he played. He threaded that ball, had a brace because he took that penalty, took it like a champ. And Navajo, he fucking was also participant of that brace that Mihailovic had. And also, did you see that ripper that he had?
Oh yeah,
from long distance. He almost scored. He almost had a hat trick.
Man,
bro.
there's a lot of times, especially when they're home. I don't know what it is about home games, but the confidence is just that much more up compared to everywhere else. Like it might be the crowd, even though they're not always full crowds. Yeah. They just feed off of that, and then they just
it's always cold too. It's kind of right now. It's hard to have like full attendance right off the bat.
But even though, I mean, so if you want to put asses in seats, you got to be winning. And right now, they're doing a good job.
Yeah.
So, and especially next week,
that's true though.
We're gonna have San Diego. San Diego is a new team coming in. They're gonna have Chucky Lozano. I don't know if he's gonna start or if he's gonna be on the bench, but he's coming in. And there's a lot of Mexican fans here in Colorado that are gonna be at that game. Yeah. I'm gonna be there. I have a grip of people. We got like 10 people going up.
It's not this week, but next
Saturday.
Yeah, next Saturday. Yeah, no, it's starting to heat up. At least on the Western Conference, which is the conference that I mostly follow, just because I can't be fucking watching everything like we mentioned.
There's a lot of teams.
No, it gets really interesting with the Californian teams, with the Texas teams, and obviously we only have one team here in Colorado. But I thought it was a great game against Charlotte, and I really liked our performance, Stefan. Just what that guy's just playing.
Like he's not gonna be here after the season. I don't know, man.
No, I hope he deserves. This is hard.
Yeah,
this is hard.
It sucks because like the MLS being the tier that it is, like I can see the end of next season. Like if this isn't a push, then we're gonna lose players. I can see us losing players, and it sucks because this team right now, if we have one more year after this, it's like solid. Yeah. But who knows where Mihailovic will be at the end, or Navajo, or Stefan. If anyone get a better contract to a bigger team, they're gonna take it. Because everybody at the end of the day has that childhood dream of playing for, our European team or
that's
or a bigger top tier team. Because I mean, it's the Colorado Rapids, but unless they have that prestige of being like the Galaxy, or I mean, Inter Miami.
Or LAFC.
Or Atlanta. If you go to
stupid money.
Yeah, if you go to Atlanta, man, that stadium is packed. You got people, celebrities in like the middle of the crowd. It's ridiculous. Yeah. But we don't have that here.
Some strippers and shit.
Yep. And Waka Flocka.
Yeah, and Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka.
Yeah, bro. It's pretty interesting how the MLS is just being sort of growing, and honestly, I think Zach Steffen is fucking solid back there, and he did he get called last time for the U.S. national team?
But he just didn't. They didn't start him, and I've been having this.
They went with the same old.
Matt Turner had a good season, a good group of games like 2 years ago, and ever since then they made him the first tier.
They don't want to let it go.
And I'm like, dude, just fucking let it go, bro. You need to put some. He doesn't even. He like literally.
You're a goalie? What's what pisses you off most about this U.S.
Well, like I don't get like how you can get somebody who is in legit like mid-season form at the beginning of a season like Zach Steffen, and then you go to Matt Turner that he has a save or two. It just doesn't make any sense because you just see the dynamic, the energy that somebody like Zach Steffen brings, and that's what you need from a goalie.
He's a leader. He's a leader back there.
And Matt Turner, you can see him get everybody where they need to be, but you don't see that whole leadership role being embraced. And you can see that with Zach Steffen. You can see all like when he's playing with the Rapids, he makes a save and he's not sitting there like beating his chest. He's like, let's go. Like this is the next one. That's just the mentality you gotta have as a goalkeeper. You can't just, take one and then
that's very much Zach Steffen in the sense that he's like just keyed in all game.
He'll celebrate at the end or when we score. Which is when you're supposed to. But the job's not done. I mean, like Kobe
he
Bryant
understands
says,
that. Yeah,
the job's not done until. You
it's
win.
Done. Until those 90 minutes or whatever have gone through. No, he's been playing a hell of a season, honestly. Strong ass hands. Who would you say? Because this is soccer nowadays. If you're a keeper, you have to have some fucking ability with your feet. Who do you think is better or more confident with their feet? Do you think Steffen?
Yeah, because so the thing is that
I'm not saying like Ronaldinho. You're not gonna be like megging somebody and go. But
if you take who Matt Turner has played with versus who Zach Steffen has played with, Zach Steffen has Ederson that he played with Man City. You know the goalkeeper union that they had together. All the goalkeepers that were playing there together
have to have decent
feet. Ederson can do an assist from one side of the field.
That's a good analysis. I want to say
one side of the field to the other. He's had assists. Like consecutive assists.
Yeah, where he'll kick the ball,
like, dude,
Alisson style.
Amazing. That's the reason why. Alisson is ahead of Ederson, or Ederson is ahead of Alisson with the Brazilian national team. They go back and forth. Most of the time, it's Alisson, but that's what they do. I mean, they take the flair, they take the control that most defenders or midfield players have with Brazil, or just in general Brazilians. Yeah. They take that and then apply it to being a goalkeeper. So. Zach had to, not only play but also practice with somebody like Ederson, who continuously does that. He'll bring the ball out. He'll do a
Ederson
body fake.
Is another level. Yeah.
He had somebody in front of him that he was looking at.
Yeah.
In Ederson. So I think if you're gonna take somebody who's gonna end up, taking that and actually applying it, it would have to be Zach Steffen. You know you need that. You need that sweeper keeper type mentality.
Yeah.
Especially now, like you don't get that with Matt Turner.
Yeah, give him a shot. Give him a shot.
Give him more than a shot, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Put him in.
I mean, he gets shots. He
like,
covers them.
Shit, at this point, he just might as well take shots on the side of the field, just chilling. Because that's, I mean, I don't know I think the games that we played where everybody was really pissed off at the men's national team would have completely changed if they had a different keeper. And it's not because Matt Turner's not a good goalkeeper. It's just the fact that, everybody, especially like how Mexico did it, they are having new faces come in.
Yeah.
You can't stick
and Mexico's keeper is fucking Malagón is stepping up.
You can't have the same, 15 guys. That was one of the biggest, I guess, things that everybody talk about the Mexican national team. It's like, how many games can you play Guardado? How many games can Ochoa still be in the starting lineup? How long are you going to have Chicharito sitting there playing, until they literally are gassed and they're not a team anymore. They're getting embarrassed by everybody. You got to move on at some point. If that guy was your guy for a minute.
We love our nostalgia.
Fuck, man. Nostalgia's a motherfucker. I think nostalgia is worse than cocaine. Because I'll go through.
Damn, you want to go deep? Damn, this is not the place again, bro.
I'm just saying,
But no, great fucking point on it.
But the Mexican national team had
I love that quote. Nostalgia is worse than fucking cocaine. That is insane, but that is so right.
But it's because it's true. Like the Mexican national team just could not get over the nostalgia.
Yeah,
they could not, even to this day.
And Ochoa did really well. Ochoa did really well as well.
But his prime year was 2014, and they decided to go with Conejo Perez for fucking why in the World Cup.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, you're right,
dude.
You're right.
He's 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Some of them on for real.
Homeboy looked like Joe Rogan, right?
Dude, Ochoa's hair was pristine, fucking Maruchan level. He had the curls perfect.
Yeah.
And now it's just let it sit there for a minute. It's all soggy. That's what he looks like now. It would have been better, but I digress. It's one of those things that you got to move on from to be able to move forward.
Yeah,
I know. Hopefully.
I agree. And well, now that we talked about Charlotte, let's talk about Portland. Because it's not all fun and games. Colorado Rapids did very, very rough. It was a very, very rough game not this last weekend, but the weekend prior. Which Portland is one of our rivals, right? One of our northern rivals, right?
It's weird because Portland is a rival. They're just not close to us, but the reason is because we always play them.
It's not RSL, but it somehow got.
It's kind of like
America Cruz Azul.
There you go.
Yeah, America
exactly.
Cruz Azul.
It's just whenever there's a game and they play together. It's either one, we always get a cold ass game, and they're always playing hard. Somebody's got to win for sure. Yeah. But this time, man, I was at the game and I was
3-0,
so
bro.
Pissed off, dude.
No, and we need to talk about it. I mean, we talk about the good things, the magistral things.
Yep.
We have to talk about the rough things because we love you guys, Colorado Rapids. But I mean, it was a rough one.
I'll play devil's advocate. They didn't have Zach Steffen. He was with the national team. So
they
did have a call up for
Beyondre.
It's hard to say.
Sorry. Beyondre, I have him right here, number 31. Young keeper. They gave him a shot.
They gave him a lot of shots.
Yeah, he saved a couple, but I mean the shots, the goals were just unstoppable. There was one that I was kind of iffy, where it was kind of the longer range, right to the corner. I feel like he could have dove a little sooner,
and that's where the experience comes in because it's all about
100%
placement. I mean. The thing is that a lot of people will say, MLS is a retirement league, blah, 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 blah. Put yourself in front of a forward from the MLS.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care who you are. Legit.
No, they'll
that
cook you up.
That ball is not going to go straight. For example, we'll use a completely different sport. If you have Bronny James playing in the NBA right now, he averages 8 or 9 points. But then he goes on the weekend and plays in the G League and is averaging 30.
Yeah.
It's a different tier of competition, and you're not going to have the same competition that you have in a second division that you are going to have in the prime division.
You're right.
Speed, for one, physicality is going to be different. Shots are going to be different. These dudes have been doing it since they were coming out their mom's cooter. Legit, there's ways they kick the ball one way to know the curve is going to be coming in. There's places where they're okay, I have this shot. And then there's also just that instinct inside that a lot of people have is like this opened up. I got to take it now.
Yeah.
If I don't take it now, then shot's gone.
And as a keeper, like you said, experience comes in because you also have to be like in the forward's head, right? So you have to anticipate that. And a lot of the times, once you're playing at a high level, you have to be in those situations constantly to say, okay, now I have to dive.
Yeah.
This is when the shot is coming. Like anticipate that kind of shit.
If you
And
don't,
that only comes with games, repetition.
Yeah, a lot of repetition. What ends up happening is that if you get blinded by the lights, the weekend, if you get blinded by the lights and the moment, you're thinking about oh shit. That's your mentality. Now you lost the ball.
Yeah.
Now that's when that ball can go over to the left-hand side because you have a crowd of people running at you at the same time. Plus you have a crowd around you at the stadium.
It's
you're
pressure.
focused on that, and that pressure can be overwhelming, and you do a simple mistake. This is a mistake you wouldn't do in training when there's 2 or 3 people in front of you.
Yeah.
But now you have 21 people in front of you. Well, 20. Because we won't count the goalkeeper on their side. Plus the crowd is yelling. Plus everybody's yelling at each other. And you're not able to differentiate. The only way for you to be able to push through that is to have experience or to be Donnarumma.
Yeah.
He did it when he was like 18 or 17.
Yeah.
Which is stupid. But he was like
Champions League. We'll talk about that. But
like
the
15 feet
keepers,
tall, some bullshit.
Yeah, that, on top of that, yeah. Number 31, Beyondre. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, boss, but it was good that they gave him a shot. It was his time to step up.
You got to, because Zach Steffen is an older guy.
Yeah.
Who knows? God forbid, where's the wood?
Yeah. This is fake, so you're fucked.
We're trying something, but if he ever picks up an injury, you got to have the next man up. And if he's never played, and then all of a sudden now it's the game we have to play to be able to get into the playoffs. And that's the one. You got to have him at least a game or two.
Yeah,
before he started
games under his belt. It was. I also want to talk about the defense. We looked a little sluggish on the transitions. I don't know if you saw the transitions to when we would lose the ball, turnover. That transition, and it's not to be a jerk or anything, but Rosenberry looked a little out of place as well because he likes to go up, which we love as an outside, but he was playing in a different position or a different side, and I think that might have affected. I felt like he left a lot of space behind when he would go up, and if you're gonna be doing that, by all means, but you have to be a bullet coming back, and I felt like transitioning.
He was able to do it a couple of years ago. He was able to go up and come back, but age is a motherfucker. Like,
100%. Tell me about it. 100%.
You gotta know when you're starting to get sluggish. Dial it back a bit. There's nothing wrong with dialing back a bit because
no. You can be smart about it. Just be smart about it.
The reason you would go up that far is because you had the energy to come back, but
or the speed.
In an ideal world, such as like how the Premier League plays, you're not going all the way to the other side and running all the way back.
Yeah.
You can just play your area, and there's a guy in front of you that's going to be running up there because you're not, playing midfield. You're not playing as a forward or a winger. You don't need to go that far.
Yeah.
You can do it once in a while, come back.
Yeah.
But
unless you're like Cucurella, then just fucking go all the way the fuck to.
Then we're talking
as a center
different.
forward, but it's a different level, right? We're talking about like a different level. I don't know. To me, looked a little sluggish. He did great this other time around playing on the other side. I thought he did great, but I felt like our defense transitioning was a little slow, and that's something that you need to fix like ASAP, especially when you lose the ball. And also, I always feel because they played a 4-3-3, but it was inverted, right? So that you have your 2 center mids, right, and then you have one up top instead of a holding. And in Portland, that's what they played, and we played a more natural 4-3-3. And I always feel like if you have that third midfield pushing forward, that like a number 10, like what a number 10 used to be. If somebody knows how to play that position, it can be very tricky for the center backs because they have to be communicating because that's always a floating one, right? And then your midfield. So if you have a player that can play that position very well, knows how to move in those spaces and those pockets, and you don't have a good communication with your defense and your midfield, that can crumble you.
Oh yeah, and definitely.
And they did. They had a lot of chances through that.
But either way. I mean, we're still not even 10 games in.
So no. It's still very early.
It's still
very early season. And we're not in a bad spot. We're in 5th, tied with 4th.
Still not
So
bad.
it's okay.
And there's we just got another forward that they signed from. I don't remember where he signed. He just signed like 2 days ago.
Okay.
I think it was. But anyways, we signed another forward, so maybe they'll put him in the mix.
Throw him in there.
Just to give all the players a chance to mesh well. I mean, we did get a lot of off-season signings, so everybody's just gelling right now. I mean, the fact that we're getting wins is a good sign.
Yeah.
And who knows how far they'll get. I mean, I think they'll definitely get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't see them crashing out.
No, I see if Colorado Rapids, and the coach has been doing great as well. We also have to give credit to the coach. I feel like if they keep working together, if they keep getting to know each other, if that chemistry keeps working out, they are a pretty solid team. Like they did it last year. They did great last year. So I feel like that's something that can come back as long as they keep that cohesiveness as a team, that team chemistry for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about we change to La Tabla to see our top teams of the month? All right, so let's start with La Liga. So I'll give you guys the top 3 as of this Saturday. These obviously there's some. Oh, Madrid played today actually, and they lost against Valencia.
And Barcelona just played not like an hour or two ago. The game ended.
Yes,
1-1.
I think it was Osasuna. I want to say.
No, it was Betis.
Betis. Oh yes,
Betis.
Thank you. Oh man. I have to watch that. We're recording this literally on a Saturday, so these scores will change. Hopefully, everything went well for Barcelona.
Have you seen the meme where it's the chick where she's like, nah?
Oh yeah.
Well, there was a meme
the TikToker.
There was a meme where it was like, when you tie, but you still 1 point ahead, or add 1 point to your lead against versus or over Madrid, and it's true because they fucking lost. That shit was tight.
Yeah.
Valencia. You to go.
Yeah. Thank you. No,
Thank you.
So the top 3 teams as of right now is Barcelona. As we're speaking, 66 points as of right now. Real Madrid 63 because they didn't gain anything. And Atletico de Madrid 57.
Still that top 3. That top 3 is gonna be going in.
Right. And Atletico de Bilbao, if you want to know, Atletico de Bilbao is also 4th place as of right now. The top scorers. Lewandowski with 25 goals, leading the Pichichi race, which for those of you guys that don't know what the Pichichi means, is basically like a Marca Sports, a newspaper, the very, very popular newspaper in Spain, gives that's always talking about sports, and they always put like Real Madrid or Barcelona, they have this Pichichi title, and it's given to the best scorer of the season. So Lewandowski is up there, but Mbappe, the turtle, is up there. It's 22 goals. So we need to keep it up.
Shit, and I don't think Lewandowski scored today.
Yeah,
and neither did Mbappe, so it doesn't matter.
No, he's right behind him. Both scoring amazing goals. Mbappe scoring. We're seeing his form. He's scoring in different ways as well. Off of corner kicks, off of free kicks, long range. He's a dangerous forward. We need to watch out for him. And then Budimir from Osasuna, he has 15 goals. Fun fact. But before we get to the actual La Liga, Copa del Rey.
Yeah,
we have to talk about Copa del Rey, bro. This last game were fucking breathtaking with, first of all, Barcelona against Atletico de Madrid.
That was just a good series. I just like both legs. I think what was that first leg was 4-4.
Yes.
And then
they won 1-0 by a smidge.
Like just another hair, bro.
Yes. Like I was watching that game, and that second half I was shitting myself. Like Barcelona, Atletico de Madrid has this way of like just switching things up all of a sudden, and I felt like Barcelona struggled at least for a good 25 minutes to 30 minutes to find the pace. So there was a lot of chances that came about off of that. Thank God Sorloth was in there, Atletico de Madrid's forward, a nightmare guy. He missed one clear. I mean, it was that one.
It was there.
It was there. And the other one, he scored, but he was just offsides, I think. And Barcelona struggled. Frankie de Jong, as great of a player as he is, I saw him struggle to find his tempo. And
I don't know what's going on with Frankie. Like, I don't get it.
he has really good games, but then I don't know. The pressure can get to you, like you said.
Yeah, it's blinded by the lights.
Yeah. He looked a little dazed and confused. Flick didn't take him off for some reason. Flick is the leader, right?
Hold up, let's for real. Hansi Flick, man, bro.
He just knows what works.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro. How does Mans do it? Like, they're still in the running for everything, really.
Yeah.
They Copa del Rey, Champions League.
Triplete. It's triplete.
Quadruple. There was
See?
Oh, dude. That'd be wild. I mean,
we haven't won shit. Like,
for real. Let's be honest.
Shit in a while,
La Liga is like always a toss-up. If we win La Liga, aight. Copa del Rey, The only time anybody talks shit, though, if Barcelona is out of Copa del Rey. If we win it, it's like, it's Copa del Rey, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Anyways, but if we win Champions League, bro, Barca's back.
Yeah.
But at least the final. I'll be happy with the final.
Yeah.
You don't have to win it. But, I mean, if Barcelona gets to the final...
Yeah. Money shot, baby.
Money shot.
No, it's crazy what's going on with Flick's team, and Lamine Yamal has been playing well.
Dude.
Rafinha shows up when he needs to. Sometimes we struggle, but we don't let go. And then Fermin just playing that's sort of like a false nine position. That little guy can work, and he's very smart as well.
Dude, I like how much they gel. This whole entire team gels so good.
Yeah. And then
like
Belly
KY
just
jelly,
playing,
bro. Like just some straight KY. Just glides.
Petroleum jelly base, baby.
Like they oh man, Lamine Yamal, man. Oh my god. Like I don't know how somebody so young is just out here
17.
Fucking pulling a Messi, bro.
Bro, I think I was reading, if I'm not mistaken, is he has the most effective dribbling. Like he has right now like some sort of record, holding a record.
If he can not get an ego like Neymar did, we could see a sick ass MSN coming back. Because if you think about it,
that's true.
You have Rafinha, you have Lewandowski,
yeah,
and Lamine Yamal, like bro, and then Torres, and then bro. There's so many people we have on the squad that it's.
Balde, dude, we don't talk about Balde.
Yeah, and Balde, man, he oh my god,
Balde's rocking our outside backs. I'm not a big fan of our. It's hard to say, like, because we come from fucking, Dani Alves. We come from fucking Jordi Alba.
Yes.
We
were spoiled. We were super
spoiled. So
spoiled.
But a Vidal in its.
Yep.
I mean, we come from having right and left backs that were really solid. Right?
Very, very solid.
And now Balde is strong, feels confident, has the dribbling. I'm liking what he's fucking fast. He runs like shit.
And he's like a 94 on FIFA. Trust me. I have him on my ultimate team, bro. And I have him in the front. I have him as a winger. He's fast.
Yeah,
he's fucking fast.
And Koundé just solid. He's finding he's not super fast, but he's very smart. He's there.
Solid player.
Yeah. And then, man, Cubarsi playing decent. He's still young, but just our Íñigo Martínez también.
You can just go on and on. And the fact that you can go on, and we don't have people like sitting here saying, we got Mbappe, we got, Vinicius Jr., we got Jude Bellingham. None of those big names. These guys are making their names big.
Right.
Because a year
That's
or two
true.
ago,
That's true.
you're not sitting here and telling me Lamine Yamal is gonna.
We
or-
broke spare change.
Bro, we did everything on payments, bro. Affirm.
Yeah.
We affirmed the freaking.
We're fucking in debt for life.
for life. So we better get the Champions League,
Yeah.
bro. We're owed. We're owed for
fuck.
sure.
No, it's crazy, and they did it. But Atletico de Madrid also fucking has a solid team. La Araña, my cousin, Alvarez, Julian Alvarez, up there, just a threat constantly.
He is him, and I'm telling you, I say it every time. Antoine Griezmann, man, he will pull it out when he needs to.
Yeah, whoa.
Chill out.
Bonk.
That is not what I meant. What was it?
No, and Rodrigo de Paul, as handsome as he is, always a machine, bro. That fool
Absolute
fucking has
fucking
I swear,
animal.
3-4 lungs. I swear to God.
It's got it at least.
Yeah, bro. No, it was a great game for Copa del Rey, and then Real Madrid against Real Sociedad as well. Goals. Real Sociedad. What the fuck, bro?
Like, pulled it out.
Bro? Goal after goal after goal. So many goals off of corner kicks as well.
Fuck, man. It was just it was one of those things where you don't expect it. You know what I mean? But then again, that's what happens. That shows you professional soccer in general.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people will just write off the fact that it's Real Madrid versus Sociedad. You're expecting Madrid to fucking dominate no matter what.
100%.
But you got to remember, same thing they say it in football. Any given Sunday, any team that is in a professional league, top tier professional league, whether it be Premier League, La Liga, shitty ass Liga 1, MLS, Liga MX, whatever it is, they're in the top tier of the top tier.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
100%.
So any given day they can pull it out and whip it on you.
Yeah.
You know? You know what I mean?
No, Real Sociedad had a hell of a game.
Yeah.
I think they went to aggregate, extra time, and Rudiger ended up having a beautiful header, beat him just by one goal. Endrick had a fucking one of those scoop. Una vaselina, tío.
Ciao.
Por encima del portero, tío. No, what a goal. Vinicius gave that three-toe pass through the outside. Met Endrick, he's a very powerful.
Endrick is like a super sub, for sure,
Yes,
dude.
bro. Yes.
He's never not a starter. Chill out.
No,
But
a lot of people. Okay, let me bring this to the table since we're on the topic of Endrick. A lot of people say that if Endrick had more time, he'd be similar to Yamal, or at least at the same level. What do you think about that? I think it's a little bit of a hot take. I don't agree with it.
I don't think
as much
so.
as I love Brazil, I don't agree with it. I think Yamal is just.
it's because he brings Lamine Yamal brings something to the game. Like he's in there, and now he's a threat.
Yeah.
Endrick has to find his moment every single time.
Gotcha.
Versus Lamine Yamal, you saw it when they played Real Madrid, and he out of nowhere shoots a ball that is not supposed to go in, but he knows his spot, his how far he is, and where he can put it in.
Yeah.
And then he just glides it in. It's like a pass into the goal.
Yeah.
I don't see Endrick doing that. I see Endrick coming in
it's like a different mentality, like a different type of intelligence almost.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whereas, like I said, Lamine Yamal can make a pass, he can make a goal, or he can score a goal. I don't think Endrick can do that. I think Endrick brings in the work ethic, the all right, it's my time up, let's go.
Yeah,
He brings in that energy, but I don't see him sitting here being able to figure out where he's going to be, setting up people so that way he can get a good pass in, or make his own pass in out of nowhere, or even take players as Yamal makes. It's one of those things where you just got to take it for what it is. They're not on the same level.
And it's not good to compare, but it's something that came up.
I know it's good to compare. Fucking Lamine Yamal all day, bud.
Yeah. And then
But Endrick is doing good.
So that means that we're gonna have a Clásico for Copa del Rey, and Barcelona has struggled before with Copa del Rey finals with Clásico. So stay tuned for that. Then when we're actually stepping into the league, we went against Girona not too long ago. We went against Girona. I believe we won 4-0 if I'm not mistaken, and that was a great game for Barcelona. Just a great game.
A standard Barca win.
Yeah. What Valverde has been doing, Ancelotti on that right back. I love Valverde as a right back. I mean, more than Lucas Vasquez. Valverde, you put him on the right back, fucking solid, fast, just snappy, can go up, can fucking recover. Then Ancelotti needs him in the midfield as an 8, fucking steps up. Just amazing player, Valverde, the Uruguayan. And Bellingham, a lot of people hate on Bellingham, but I think he is a player that does his job very well. He holds the ball when he needs to. He can fucking have the time. And we saw it before. We're going to get into the Champions League, but we saw it in the Champions. I thought he fucking ran a hell of a lot. And I don't know. To me, he's just a solid player as well.
It's all that Borussia Dortmund, man. They pump out good ass players.
Yeah.
And you just gotta find your niche or your team, because you saw what happened with Dembele. Dembele was killing it with Borussia, but he went to Barcelona and just constant injury. Now look at it.
He was whacking off too much, probably.
A whole lot of beating his meat. But now look at him in PSG. PSG, he's one of their pinnacle players.
Oh, dude,
you know what I mean? Erling Haaland goes over to Man City and he's a fucking monster.
Yeah.
And then
from Dortmund too.
Yeah,
no?
that's what I'm saying.
Right,
Dortmund knows what they're doing. And then you get Jude Bellingham. Took him a minute, took him a little bit, like a game or two, before he started getting into that confidence.
But I think Sancho too, no? He came out of
Jadon Sancho. But see, that's the thing, is that when you give up on a player, like they gave up from Dortmund to, was it Man U? Then you just end up getting a shitty-ass player. And just...
Yeah. No, it's very cool. I think coming back to La Liga, I think it's kind of starting to get its flair a little bit more. I think it lost its pizzazz to the EPL a little bit. I remember I used to be like, I don't want to miss La Liga. La Liga, whether it is Valencia or Osasuna or Barcelona or whatever it is, we were tuned to the TV. Now it's just like, okay, my team is playing.
I think that
I gotta watch it, but
that whole like, we don't have Ronaldo, we don't have Messi anymore.
Yeah,
I think that finally went away.
Yeah,
because that cloud was over it. For
the nostalgia factor it's the fucking nostalgia.
Cocaine, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the nostalgia.
That factor. Nostalgia, dude. One thing that will ruin or make a moment is nostalgia.
Yeah,
you will either think back to a time where everything was simpler, where everything was running the same way, and you get that kid feeling inside you, or you get back and you're like, fuck, everything was so much better back then. But it's that nostalgia feeling that you get constantly where it can make or break the moment. And that's what La Liga had for the longest time. Yeah. Think back to having Iniesta being in the middle of the field, or think back to when you're sitting over here saying, Pepe got another red card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or fuck, David Villa playing over there in Valencia. Like, those moments were, ingrained in our memory for the longest time. And it's hard to move past that. And then now accept Lewandowski in the front of Barcelona and Mbappe over here. And then,
it's just a different scenario, different soccer that
we're old as fuck, man. Our generation's getting pushed out.
Yeah.
The more and more you see like players like Chucky Lozano over here playing in the MLS, or Berkey that was playing in Borussia Dortmund. Now he was playing in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Here, I mean, this shit just happens. Over time, shit starts, getting pushed away, and you just got to accept it. But our generation was really strong with soccer. So that's probably the reason why La Liga was just so hard to continuously follow, because we don't like to accept the fact that we got old.
Yeah. No, and it reminds me of that very famous. It's not a meme, but like that picture on the internet where it has like all the Barcelona players, and then it's like which ones are like grayed out versus colored. I think everybody's grayed out at this point.
Yeah, at this point,
that old Barca is no more.
Like that Qatar, what is that? The Qatar commercial?
Yeah.
Where you got fucking Puyol out here fucking headbutting Maceta and shit, and Neymar over here, and Iniesta is painting the wall with a bucket.
Yeah.
No, long gone are those days.
But no, I love the youth, honestly. I love the youth that we're getting, how we're playing as a team. Ferran Torres, that wearing that number 7 with pride.
Oh, yeah.
El Tiburón just fucking rocking it. He has saved our ass a couple times, and I love that. I loved him for that. He has stepped up. What else do I have? I think that's it for La Liga. Obviously, Atletico de Madrid a little behind. At this point in La Liga, we're kind of coming into the closure of it. It's we'll see what's gonna happen, but I think it's gonna be a Barcelona. Real
I think
Madrid
Barca and Madrid are finally catching their footing. They're feeding.
Yeah.
They're cutting their feeding.
They're cutting their feeding.
They're catching their footing and being the top 2 teams of La Liga, like they always are. It just it depends on the team and what they're made of to actually take over. But now it seems like it's actually just a 2-horse race, unless I don't know, man. Madrid losing points to Valencia is a possibility. I mean, because again,
you never know.
Who knows if
Atletico Madrid is just such a strong team. Just in general.
You can't count them out right away.
Strong team. That being said, let's step into the EPL. Liverpool leading with 73 points as of right now. Once again, Arsenal 61. Fucking 12 point difference. Holy shit, man!
They should be winning here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, Nottingham.
Nottingham.
You're funny. Just now we got that joke of how dirty we are with 57 points, and we were talking shit about Chelsea. Now they're above Man City.
Yeah, bro.
As of by 1 point, I think.
Man City, we kind of lost Erling Haaland for basically the rest of the season.
Is it really?
They said
was it really that bad?
It's a long injury. I think it's for the rest of the season.
Fuckaroos.
If I remember correctly, but yeah, we're pretty fucked.
I really like what our Egyptian forward is doing though. He steps up.
Yes,
he steps up.
Was
honestly.
it Omar something?
No. Sorry. But yes, he is Egyptian, and I think he wears number 7 or 27. So one of those.
Something like that.
Yeah, but anyways, he's killing it. That he steps up when he needs to, but. We did see Grealish. I'm a fan of Grealish myself.
I've always thought Grealish needs to be a little bit more in the centerpiece role.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They have him as a winger more than anything. But
no, well, thank you for pointing that out because he actually played. I think they played against Everton. They won, and he scored against them. And it wasn't Guardiola. Obviously, he gives the direction because Guardiola was up in the stands. It was their assistant coach or something like that, and he played in more center, more of like an 8-6 type of role.
That's what I'm saying.
He did really well.
I mean, if you look back
really
when I think he played with Aston Villa, if I'm not mistaken, and when he was playing there, he played more of a center role. That was just the way he would play. Obviously, being up top, especially in the Premier League, you got to be a lot more fluid.
Yeah.
But I mean, it worked for him. That's the reason why Man City went out and got him in the first place. Yeah. And then with getting Erling Haaland, I mean, they basically made him a strict winger.
Yeah.
So it's kind of harder for him to actually take a spot.
When Grealish is fit, which is usually is, I think it's more like hide behind closed doors saying that he isn't or whatever. But I think that when he is fit, we've seen great games. I think people are really quick to forget the potential of a player, but we've seen him. He's fucking fast.
Oh yeah,
he can recover the ball.
Oh yeah.
So I think in a more 6, and he's a great passer as well. He has the right. He knows how to hold the ball with the pace. I think on the wing, it was always Doku is a little more.
Doku's more of a straight winger.
Yeah. Like he has more of a swag to him in the sense that he can, be shifty, be tricky. I feel like Grealish would go up. He's able to go up, but then he goes back. He passes the ball back, as we've seen a lot of wingers. He loses a lot of flair. They play him on the left side, which he can cut into the right, but on that left side, if you are using your left to cross in, you become a little more dangerous if you're not as shifty, right? I think Doku can cut in and kind of do that Lamine Yamal run, right? You could go straight through, right, go through the wing.
His dribbles are a lot more flashy.
Exactly.
Which is what you need, especially when you're on that side, to be able to make that pass or
yeah,
to
be
make
more
that cross.
dangerous and shit. And I think Grealish, it's not that he can't play. We've seen him; he can play that position. But I really liked him on that more center role.
Mm-hmm.
He was passing the ball. He has the vision as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know. I think that Guardiola might be a little too hard on him.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
But we'll see how it plays out, especially with that injury. And then now De Bruyne is saying that he's leaving Man City.
Oh.
So this is his last season with Man City. So I don't know who
It's becoming a weird season for Man City now. Closing.
Yeah. To be fair, I mean, this is as long as they can figure the shit out, because I don't want it to be like a Man U situation where everybody just up and leaves and then now they're sitting at the basement.
Yeah.
You know, it's that time. De Bruyne is such a good player.
Yeah.
But I mean,
when he's fit right now,
that's the problem.
He struggle with injuries.
I mean, it's just, being top tier for so long, you're gonna have to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
At some point, but I mean, he's won everything with Man City.
Yeah. No. I mean, we can't.
There's nobody that can be like, he left this on the table. Like,
No.
Like there's nothing that you wanted out of him that he didn't get for you. Not bangers, because that's all he fucking scored. Not crosses or passes
or titles.
Yeah, or titles. 6 fucking Premier League titles. What else do you want?
Yeah.
And the Champions League. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah. No hate on the redhead, slick back redhead. And then the top scorers for the Premier League. I could see him. On the Rapids.
Dude,
actually,
don't do that to me. That gives me hope.
I could. I mean, he probably wants big money, and
Yeah.
obviously it would be a big change. But I could see him wearing burgundy.
I'd be fucking tired.
I could see him wearing burgundy. The top scorers from the EPL: Mo Salah, 27 fucking goals, just fucking having a great season. Haaland, 21. It's probably 21. It's probably gonna stop there since you said he's injured that back, and then Isaac with 20 goals
Alexander Isaac
from Newcastle.
Newcastle,
Yeah.
Dude, if he's either gonna get big money from Newcastle to stay,
Big
or
money.
he's gonna get sold ASAP after the season, because that dude is scoring like crazy.
Yeah. No, and Nottingham Forest, I was watching one of their games, and they just have such a fast, like, forward line. Like, they're pacey. They're pacey as fuck. Even though they're right now they have 57 points, and obviously that a lot of people might say, well, Liverpool has 73, so they're fucked. But it just shows how competitive the EPL can be.
That's a good thing. Is that, like, what I like is that the EPL is going back to being competitive. La Liga is staying competitive, even though it is just 3-4 teams at the top that you would expect. But I mean, I think that's what Liga and the Bundesliga have to get back. Even though Bundesliga, I think like a couple of years ago when, what was it, Leverkusen, I think it was last year or the year before that, when Leverkusen ended up winning, they were smashing the shit out of everybody. Like, that season was good because you saw Borussia and Bayern and Leverkusen trying to fight for that top spot. They just need to stay on it, because you can't have a spark in a jar and then expect your league to be fucking pristine. You need to do it consistently, like La Liga and EPL.
Keep up. The consistency is what brings, like you said.
Fucking League One is over because PSG won today, and they're 6 games left, and they already won the title.
Fuck.
Bum ass league. Anyways, I'll never let that go.
and I just want to correct myself, because I said that Grealish had scored against Everton. It was Leicester, which is an important team. But Diego Jota, or Jota, however you think, we're gonna count it. He was the one that scored against Everton, also breaking a drought that he had. I think he hadn't scored like in 3 months, so he finally getting his shit. He's a really great player, Diego Jota. I really like him when he's connected, when he's focused and he's fit. He can be very dangerous. One of those Liverpool players that you can kind of swap him with your other forwards, and it's gonna
it's a good play.
It can give you something.
It's like an Endrick.
Ándale. And then Salah and Luis Diaz on the flanks, just fucking killing
Luis Diaz is coming out and playing.
I love
crazy.
how he plays, bro.
He plays wild.
He looks so
man.
skinny, but he's so fast. His cuts are so sharp. Like,
He's just Slenderman is out here killing him.
Yeah, bro. And then, dude. Oh, before, did you hear about the fucking Liverpool drama with that Bonnie Blue scandal? Do you know who Bonnie Blue is?
Yeah.
The lady from OnlyFans that slept with 1,000.
Yeah,
men.
what happened?
Well, supposedly, this is all alleged, and you know,
we gotta do it.
Allegedly, right? This is allegedly a player from Liverpool had hit her up, and she was like on this podcast with Staney, I think, one of the short fucks that it's like a Trump supporter that has a podcast. And she said that someone from Liverpool had hit her DMs or something and said that that they were jealous because they slept with so many men, and they happened to be someone from Liverpool, and that they said that they would wanna set up. They wanted her to set up like a 22 men gay orgy. Ding. So obviously this is all speculation. Nothing has been proven. She's known to say drama things like that, but apparently somebody from Liverpool
is trying to be fill the pool.
Yeah, dude, filled double stuffed.
God damn.
Yeah, bro. Who knows if it's true? And no shame, you know. No shame. Do with your ass a donut if you like, you know. But
you want 27 balls.
God
damn.
God, what if you? I mean, just. It's some crazy shit.
That's wild. That's wild.
That's 22 penises going.
Jesus Christ.
Man. But yeah, anyways, I brought that just because we were on the topic of Liverpool. But
Liverpool taking balls. Continue.
Yes. Talking about balls. Ball sexual moment. I'm a ball sexual. Did you know? I'm ball sexual. But don't get your head out of the gutter. What I mean is like the EPL soccer ball that they're using right now. The homage to the 2005, 2004, 2006 soccer ball. I love the fucking EPL ball right now.
What'd I say? Nostalgia.
No! That's what we're gonna call this goddamn. What?
I told you.
That was a good one.
God, not to mention the MLS ball is also nostalgic.
Yeah,
the new one they have, it looks like the one they had. I think it was like 2014, 2013, something like that. It was like the green and blue one.
Yes, yeah. Beautiful ball as well.
Cocaine.
No. Yeah, cocaine. Addictive as fuck, especially for millennials. I feel like our generation,
dude, I think that's
thrives on nostalgia.
You know how like what was it? LSD and acid was it for the 70s?
Yes.
For millennials, it's fucking nostalgia.
Nostalgia and cocaine.
Yep.
Show us MDMA. You know?
Show us a clear phone, dude. We'll jizz our pants, bro. Yeah. A clear phone, a fucking a chia pet, bro. Fucking a Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
Show us any of that shit, bro.
Tamagotchi drop.
We're gonna need to change pants pretty quickly.
Yeah, bro. I'm about to cream myself. But no, you're right. I just the EPL. There's been a couple cool soccer balls. The Champions League ball is also fucking dope.
Love that ball.
That is clean.
I went to the Adidas outlet in I think it was Loveland or Longmont or where the fuck it is. But I saw the ball there. They had an authentic one. Fucking
no, it's beautiful. It looks like
beautiful,
futuristic. I'm probably gonna get the replicas. I have a thing for like collecting the replicas for the Champions League ball, and I think I'm gonna get that one.
That one's pretty.
The red one before was also beautiful, but this green one with gold.
They really should make a black ball. Just saying.
Yeah,
black balls matter.
Yeah, black balls matter. But coming back to the EPL, Arsenal. Like, Arsenal is just playing amazingly. I feel like they fucking have the youth. They're young. They're fast. They're hot. You know, they're everything.
But they did tie today.
They did. Okay.
1-1. So that basically solidifies the Liverpool win.
Yeah.
I mean, if the fucking like 85 points that they're separating didn't before.
Yeah, I know. They're way fucking ahead. God. No, but Arteta just... Arteta's just showing up.
Everything goes back to Barcelona. That's all I'm saying.
There's something there. There's something. You guys, a lot of people hate on it, on the style, but there's something there.
Dude, Pep
with the
knows what he is doing. That's the reason why Arteta is the way he is, bro.
Yeah.
The way he is.
No, and he has Odegaard, I believe he's number 8, just center midfield, playing beautifully as a true 8. And Martinelli.
No, fucking Gabriel Jesus from... He went from...
I was going to say, where the fuck is Gabriel Jesus? I have not seen him anymore.
Man, he's like most people's dads. They left for milk, never came back.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know, bro. Like, he shows up when he wants to, It's hard to gauge him. And the reason I know that is because I bet on this man a lot. Fucking pisses me off. Because he's always at the top.
He had a great season last year.
Yeah,
great
absolutely.
fucking
And
season.
he's been good with Arsenal,
Nowhere to
but
be found this season.
absolutely not. He's fucking gone.
Yeah.
They probably tariffed his ass or something.
Yeah.
Something. They deported him with papers.
Yes.
Something.
No, there's another one from Arsenal, number 23. He's pretty solid. He's like a false, like a 9. I don't know if he's more of a centerman or if he's a forward, but he plays really well. He plays really fucking well. No, but I just wanted to point out that Arsenal is just fucking killing it with the squad that they have this season. And Chelsea, funny enough, like they are at the end of the season are finding their footing with the Ecuadorian Moises Caicedo, fucking playing beautifully. But now it's
kind of too late.
Yeah. But no, I'm happy because Chelsea's a big team. You know? So and we want to see the big teams do big things as well.
The big teams are winning. The whole league is winning.
Yeah. So
Tottenham, take some fucking notes, dog.
What the fuck, bro?
They're fucking
nowhere
ass.
to be found, bro.
they're
What in the fuck happened to Tottenham?
They're like Iggy Azalea, bro. They're all ass.
Bro.
All ass, bro.
Bro.
They're just... I don't know what's going on. Heung-min Son, bro. Man City will take you. We'll be good to you. We usually are to good players. What the fuck is going on?
No,
bro?
I don't know, bro. Nowhere like that one. Yeah, Tottenham really fell down.
They're my 13th reason.
You're stupid. I totally understood that reference. But anyways, with that, let's switch to La Liga MX. America leading with 30 points. It's kind of not quite the halfway through the season, but getting there. Toluca 27 points and León 27. They actually played against Querétaro yesterday, and it was a tie. So I think they might be 1 point up or below. But America, just fucking great team that they have, bro. I can't.
This is that era where a team takes over for a couple of years.
Yeah. They're having their Barca moment.
They're definitely having their Barca
moment. 2010, 2008 Barca moment. Top scorers are Paulinho with Toluca, 21 points. Cambindo from Necaxa, 16 points. 16 goals, sorry. And Bertrand from Monterrey, 16. Yeah,
keep in mind, this is a half a season.
No, no.
Let's just double that up for a season. If let's just say 16 goals, right? Double it up, that's 32 goals in a season. That's like top level in most leagues, bro.
No, and a lot of people hate on Liga MX, but right now, not every team, but at least your first 6 teams are very fun games to watch. I think they're very
if
fun
you get
games.
to the bottom of the table, if like bottom of the table is playing each other, you're like, that's not even on TV.
Sí. Mazatlán, pinche, Puebla, like, it's just not gonna...
It's just not... You're better off going to, like, your local indoor, fucking sing something, say, call somebody a bitch and just say it's the other team, bro. It'll get exciting more than seeing that game.
And that's the problem. That's the problem with Liga MX, is they have a lot of those...
The disparity,
games.
bro. It's like the bottom level is so fucking separated from the top. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But obviously America with Gardina, I think is the name of the coach. He's doing things right, man. He's putting his players in the right position. They got Kevin Alvarez as a outside right, and he likes to go up. Very fast player, creating options. He had kind of turned off a little bit, but I think if he keeps playing like this, he might end up in la selección otra vez.
I really would hope so. I mean, that's what thing. Like I said before, I mean, Mexico needs to take advantage of their youth.
Yeah.
Because how many times were there everybody like, oh, Guardado's playing overseas. Oh, Chicharito's finally playing overseas. It's like, yeah, bro, that's cool and all, but también there's good players in Mexico.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm not saying take the Chivas route where you only get players that are in Mexico.
No. I mean, you could play around with it,
but at the same time, to be competitive, you gotta mix it up. Have good players that are playing in Mexico and abroad.
Yeah.
To at least stay true to your roots. At the same time, you gotta put in, your best players in to be competitive.
Yeah. Which the two Jimenez's up top, it's looking good. It's working out for Vasco Aguirre, but it's just a few games. We're gonna see what.
Shout out to Raul Jimenez out here actually fucking making a comeback.
Yes.
Because
after fucking perforating his cranium to the shit.
That was wild. I remember watching that game and I was like,
yeah,
bro, that was
hard head, bro. I have a hard head too, bro.
Ding.
Yeah. Ding. Yeah. Thank you. But Brian Rodriguez, also the Uruguayan from America, stepping up, playing fucking amazing. Chiquito. Getting his shape, getting his form, as well as a midfield. I love Chiquito as a midfielder, bro. He is mighty. He didn't go. I don't believe he went to La Selección, the game that they had against Panama this time around. But I mean, he could be in that group easily. Then. You know who else is also playing very well? Alexis Vega, and I'm happy he's playing well.
Yes, he is.
He's playing on that flank. He's shifty. He scored against Pachuca. He fucking rolled the ball against the keeper, poked it in, took on 2-3 players, had an assist for Canelo, both ex-Chivas players, and I don't know. I'm not a hater. I like that Alexis Vega, he has gotten a lot of fucking shit talk to him and all of that, but I think he's amazing. He's doing good, and it's convenient for us in Mexico to have players that are fucking killing it.
Yeah. Leon can't be in the Club World Cup, right?
Yes, another drama, bro.
That was wild.
Drama that's going on.
I don't know if it's true, but I did hear, and I think I sent it to you, that they were gonna have like a playoff between America and LAFC.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, they're just trying to figure shit out so that way big teams play each other, bro. Because what the fuck?
Well, what I was reading about it.
Fumbled the bag though. They should have fucking asked for, what was it, Al Nassr to come and play.
Nassr, yeah. Low key, yeah.
Come on, bro. You have the ability to make money off of Messi playing Ronaldo.
Like, if you're really about the money.
I mean, that's the only reason, let's be honest, that's the only reason Inter Miami's in the fucking Club World Cup.
Yeah.
Don't sit here and tell me that all of a sudden Inter Miami's the greatest club ever.
How many tickets is fucking watching Messi is going to bring?
225,000 front row.
No, it's so interesting. This Mundial de Clubes or World Cup from clubs, basically what I was reading is that since León and Pachuca have the same owner, FIFA does not allow same ownership within the tournament. So they said León is gonna have to.
There's a lot of teams that are double
down.
owned. Like Arsenal's owned by the same owner as the Rapids. Isn't it San Luis is also owned by the same ownership as America?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Pachuca,
Necaxa. I think it was Necaxa and America or something like that. They were brother. I don't know if that's still the case, but there's a lot of
that was controversy for a long time in Liga MX. Is the fact that there was a lot of Liga MX teams that had the same ownership, and the bigger club.
No, there's like 3 or 4 teams.
Yeah, the bigger club would always end up winning, and they're like, that's just, you're telling the other team to lose, so this team goes up and you automatically get 3 points. So you're consistently,
it's shady. There's some shadiness.
I'm not gonna
want to separate it. I'm not
gonna throw no shade, but fucking come on, like
yeah.
writing's on the wall.
Yeah,
not on this one, but we'll get one.
Yeah, eventually. No, you're right, and that's the whole thing with FIFA, but. It's very interesting because why go to America directly? Like if you really want to give somebody else a chance, we'll give the person right beneath Leon, you know, or the person that didn't. But you're giving like the top team a chance.
Or if you want to make it a thing,
from
the two teams that are
the
under-
U.S. and Mexico.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
If you want to give it a thing, you know, do it so that way it's like an ultra mini tournament.
Yeah.
The two teams under Leon play together.
Un quadrangular, you know,
yeah, and then same thing with on the U.S. side, same thing. Just pick two teams, they'll play, and whoever wins, those two play each other. Which then takes, you know, they have it for Champions League. They have Champions League playoffs. You know what I mean? So why not? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you want, this tournament is legitimately about money.
Oh, 100%.
There's nobody sitting here. I mean, the only time anybody, and I'll be honest, I still haven't seen a Club World Cup game. I cannot, like, for the life of me, I can't remember a time I've seen a Club World Cup game. But the problem is, like, we'll see the badges.
You probably have. Remember when Atlante, you had El Hobbit, and then they went against Barcelona, and it was Ibrahimovic against
yeah,
El
dude.
Hobbit.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, that was
like the only times I'll ever hear anybody talk about Club World Cup is when they get the badge on their jersey.
Yeah,
you know, and then that's the only time I ever hear it come up. But
no, and then they have weird rules as well, where you can like pick out a player from different teams and take him over.
Fucking, I'm telling you, this is not.
It's so weird.
You can't sit here and tell me it's a legit tournament, bro. They could take players from another team. That's just wild.
Yeah, like you can just fucking. But then that brings controversy, because if you bring like 6 good players from another team, what the fuck do you do with your 6 good players on your team?
Yeah.
You just
Would you send them back?
Sit them out. Well, that's the problem. They don't deserve to be set out, but it's. I don't know. It's very money driven.
Damn, what if LAFC plays America and then America wins, and then America or LAFC uses their influence and gets fucking Ronaldo from El Nasir?
They can. A lot of people are kind of eyeing the bicho. They're eyeing the bicho.
That'd be wild. I'm just saying.
So you'll see Ronaldo con una camisa de la América. Olvídate, están inmamables. No seas mamón. Están inmamables. They already have their fucking eagles to the fucking sky.
How bad they would be. Like,
pero las jerseys.
It's authentic. It's authentic.
Pero las jerseys.
Who's number 7 for America?
I don't know. They won't
you're not gonna take
Ronaldo be taking 77. He don't give a fuck.
Nah. He's gonna own that 7.
Damn.
The dude that's number 7 right now for America is gonna have the taped 1 weight. I guarantee it. Somebody's gonna be 27. Or as good as Mexico, 107 at that point.
Yeah, bro. Fuck.
That'd be wild. Let's not put that out there, bro.
No.
We don't want that. They have a big head as it is.
Shit, bro. Yeah, you got me thinking now. No, but they can. They have the money. They can probably.
And if you think of 2 clubs that can do it, is LAFC and it is America.
Yeah. Well, yeah, very interesting things happen in Liga MX, and then finally we have MLS, which we have Vancouver, as we spoke on the Western League, with 13 points as of right now.
They lost yet.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
13 points seems like they've been at least tying or winning, definitely. Then Austin with 12 points in second place. San Diego with 11 points. And actually, there's, as of right now, San Diego, Minnesota, and Colorado are tied with 11 points.
Yeah.
And then in the Eastern Conference, we have Miami, Chico, con 13 points. Philadelphia with 12. And then Columbus Crew, 12. Chicago Fire, 11. Philadelphia, Columbus, Miami. Columbus Crew is one of those teams that's always on top of...
Columbus and Philly, they're always up top. Inter Miami's entering the void, and they're just constantly going to be up top.
Yeah.
Unless they end up benching every player, they're going to be up there.
Bunch of goals, bro. You're right. Like, these games are kind of becoming more... Yeah, it's starting to pick up, becoming a little more fun to watch in the sense that there's more goals, right? That's what we want. We want goals. And then some of the top... Go ahead. Yeah, that's the goal. Anyways, so the top scorers for MLS is Tai Baribo from Philadelphia. He has 6 goals. Emmanuel Late La, I think is his name, 5 goals. And then Hugo from Chicago Fire has 5 goals. They didn't say it. I was looking at. They didn't say anything about the Western Leagues, which I'm like, what the fuck? or maybe they're just not up there.
It could be a possibility.
It's very early, so it's kind of hard to have like a solid like this is the top scorer.
Yep.
But yeah, what have you noticed on the? I watched a couple games. What have you noticed from MLS that has caught your attention, Andrew?
Well, for the Rapids playing good is a very big shocker.
A big shocker.
No, if you've seen the last 2 seasons have legitimately this season have literally been a major turnaround, which is ridiculous. The fact that they're not giving up as fast as they would normally.
Yeah.
You also have, LAFC is not doing that great. Neither is LA Galaxy.
Yeah.
LA Galaxy was. I don't even know if they won yet because they've been out on a major downfall. Houston Dynamo hasn't won a game.
They have some decent players.
Yeah.
They have a left-footer player. I think it's LAFC. Younger guy. He fucking scored some bangers, but normally you would see him on the top of the table and
right now
RSL even.
Yeah, RSL is doing all right. The team that surprised me that isn't making that much of a wave is Seattle, because Seattle, they got Chicharrongo from RSL, and then they also got who?
Yeah. You were saying.
I don't remember who the other player was they got, but Joseph Martinez. If I'm not mistaken, those 2 guys ended up leaving and they went to, I think it was San Jose, and then Seattle isn't making a whole lot of noise either, even though they're supposed to be usually at the top. But San Jose is the one team that I thought was going to have more because of the people who they got off season, and they're just not making it yet. But then again, it's kind of the beginning, so it's hard to tell for right now to see who's actual front runner, because everybody's going to say Inter Miami because they have Messi. But at the same time, it's like Messi's also lost to shittier teams.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, that's what's surprising me now is that there is no front runner. There's no team that's out here being a juggernaut where you're like, fuck. Vancouver is killing it, but even they can still lose.
Yeah. Well, I saw the Whitecaps against Toronto, FC, Vancouver against Toronto, and I mean, fucking cold ass game to begin with, but so intense. Oh, yeah. So fucking intense. Great fucking game between the 2 Canadian teams, honestly.
Yeah. Who knows if we'll be able to see them because of tariffs, but hey.
Tariffs will fuck everything up.
Tariffs going to be terrifying.
Yes. Ding.
Yeah.
But last time we didn't speak about the Champions League, so let's step into the champions.
Yes, sir.
So obviously, as mentioned before, we got a new ball design, which we love. We'll put somewhere around here. And then, first of all, Aston Villa against Brugge?
Club Brugge.
Bruges, thank you. I think they fucking destroyed them pretty much. It was pretty straightforward. Aston Villa has a great team with Asensio.
Aston Villa for
Rashford. It's like they got like different.
They got the
stars. Yeah, the stars from were good, but they just never.
They poached a good team. They poached most of the players for good players.
Yeah,
they just made a good team.
Yeah, and I'm very, very excited to see like that English team perform in this because this was in the 16th, first and second leg. They beat Bruges. They just did work on them, beat them. They were able to continue forward, and then Atletico versus Real Madrid. What an intense match. And then some controversy with that double hit penalty and this is old school, but I mean, we hadn't talked about it until now, right? But
so for a lot of people who didn't see Ronaldo in his prime kicking penalties, there was always a controversy with his penalties. So if you don't know, now you know.
Fun fact.
So the reason that Alvarez's goal didn't count, which kind of fucked that they didn't let it be like a fault. Yeah. Kind of how like they do when a goalkeeper like goes.
Just
forward.
repeat the goddamn fucking penalty
again. No, they ended up continuing the shootout and it automatically counted as a miss because it's a double hit. So he's slipping.
Allegedly, because.
They replayed it. I saw it did do a double hit, but it's like so fucking minuscule that we shouldn't have done anything to the like. you know how when there's an own goal,
Yeah.
it's like if the ball's still the same trajectory, it counts as that the person that shot its goal.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if
yeah.
it hits a defender or hits somebody and it veers off left or right, then it's an own goal.
Own goal, yeah.
That's kind of what I'm going at. Like, it didn't swerve left or right all stupid because it hit the
Yeah.
second foot. It still stayed straight.
Yeah.
So that should have counted. But I digress. Ronaldo had one of the hardest penalties. Like, his speed was always hard. Okay. And when he would shoot, the speed was always way more than other penalty kickers. Penaldo, the reason he got that name is because of how hard he would hit. His placement was always good. But people doing replays and over again watching his penalties would always notice that his planting foot would always be so close to the ball that then it would elevate the ball or pop it up sometimes. So when he actually shoots, that the grass would move up and it actually gave him a little advantage to actually shoot
like
it.
a prop up,
Yeah,
almost.
kind of like if you flick up the ball and blast it.
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
volley. But that's the reason why if you look at his penalties, his foot is so close to the ball, and that's why his penalties were fast as fuck because the ball's taller than the grass, and it's kind of like shooting the ball in the air.
Gotcha.
That's essentially
Interesting.
what they are considering Alvarez's penalty to have done, which is hitting it boom boom in. But it didn't change the movement of the ball at all, so it should have counted. But
yeah, and it's a semifinal, and semifinals are always tough, and you want obviously you don't want Real Madrid to continue, right? You want to see somebody else, but I don't know. I think the rule needs to be re-examined in the sense that it needs to be like, if that's the case, fucking have the player take it again.
I think he should take it again. I mean, if a goalkeeper has to stay on the line and not get into the 6-yard box,
yeah,
otherwise it's a retake, that's a benefit for the penalty taker.
Right.
Because if he fucks up and then all of a sudden, the one that's going to be taking all the flack is the goalie because he has to jump out on the line and still try to make the save. But if he does that and he's off by a foot or half a foot, the penalty gets taken over.
Yes.
Now he's got to try to do the same thing, and now he knows, oh, I know this guy, because the way a penalty is, I guess, guessed as a goalie, you always go off of tendencies. You always go off, oh, this guy always shoots to his left, or this guy always shoots to his right. That's just how
they'll
it's
even
done.
have the kickers on the water bottle to see.
And it's legitimately like that. And the only reason why is because in your highest pressure moments, you're gonna go to what you know.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why that's just how it is. And 10% is that. The rest of it is guessing. Legitimately guessing.
Yeah.
I don't care what any goalkeeper says. It's guessing. I mean, you can practice and practice and practice, but you don't know which way the ball's gonna go at the end. So if it's going like that and they have to go off of that and then still they make the save, but now they're off by 3-4 inches because they're off on the line, then now the penalty taker gets to do it again. But if the penalty taker is doing a double tap,
you're fucked.
You're fucked.
You're just fucked.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about the rule until then. And then it was all over
Dude,
TikTok.
I didn't either. I didn't know that at all until they explained it. I was like, what the fuck?
Then it was all over TikTok.
Fuck TikTok.
And it was all over that shit. Continuing forward, so it was really sad. Really fucking great game that Atletico and both teams did, honestly.
It was
hard work. I got tired watching those motherfuckers. They ran so much.
He's over here just squirting water. And
Yeah.
fucking 5 minutes, coach. Give me 5 minutes.
And then Arsenal swept PSV. I think they had an aggregate of 7-0, and then ended up with 9 something. They shafted him. I'm sorry, they shafted PSV.
They need to send him a gift card or something. A fucking bundle of flowers.
Yes, for your butthole
and a pillow.
Yeah,
for them cheeks, because they were definitely used up, bud.
They got clapped, and I mean, it's fun seeing what Arsenal's transferring that EPL game to the Champions League. It just brings more sass to the league. And then Barcelona against Benfica, first leg, Cubarsí, minute 21, first half, has a slide tackle, fucking takes somebody down, we get a red card. And then it's all fucking work hard, play hard. From there, finally Rafinha comes out with a left footer shot and is able to deviate. We played with 10 players. Why is Barcelona like always going uphill in that sense? Like
I don't know.
somehow
They shouldn't make it as hard as they do on themselves. They should really just slow it down.
Yeah.
Slow it down. That's all you gotta do.
I don't know.
There's 90 minutes in the game. Now, I think it's because they're like, fuck, man, we're gonna get shafted at some point.
Yeah.
Might as well try to get it as fast as we can.
Yeah, bro. But no, they came together. They played really, really well for 10 players, and the camaraderie. We've talked about the camaraderie of this team. Fucking, it keeps showing up. They keep fucking working, and Benfica is surprised me, bro. They have great fucking forwards. They have a great team. They have a really good team. Then second leg, Yamal, that fucking banger with the left,
doing his
top bin, and then Chesney was also very key. Keepers were very key this fucking time around in the 16s. Very key. Chesney. Smoke and all, cigarette and all, fucking showed up and killed it. Just killed it. And then they second leg, we won against the Benfica 3-1. Thank God, that was a relief. And then PSG stunned Liverpool, bro. Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
let's talk about that.
I mean, all you got now is the Premier League, but. When Man City only had the Premier League, everybody was like, "That's all you guys get. You guys can't be champions of Europe." But now, what are you gonna say with Liverpool?
Yeah,
everybody is on their jock about them winning.
And PSG has a solid fucking team. I had never, I haven't paid attention to them, but Barcola, Vitinha in the center mid, just a masterful fucking passer, cheeky.
Yep.
I'm
telling you, it all starts with Dembele.
Dembele también. Oh my God.
He's the reason why everything turned around there.
Super dangerous guy.
The wind and every single aspect was just pushed out of that stadium. That team, when one, you lose Messi, long ass time ago, and then you lose Neymar, and then you lose Mbappe of all players.
Yeah,
that your star player for years and years. Who do you have? And now you just got a team of fucking rejects, I guess you can say. And then Dembele comes in and goes, "I got you guys," and everybody's like, "Bro, you get hurt like every 2 games," and he's actually putting in work.
Hasn't gotten fucking hurt all season somehow. What the fuck, man?
I'm telling you.
No, but
he needed to go to Lincoln.
Yeah,
bum ass. But look at what he's doing. Champions League showing up is crazy.
Yeah, no, beating Liverpool is it's a tall order, bro. Like,
I know I was talking all that shit, and then Ligue 1's leader beats fucking EPL.
Yeah, we were talking shit, and karma has a fucking way of shutting us down. That's why I never talk shit, man. That's why it just has a way.
I stay talking shit.
I stay toxic, bitch. No, and then in that game, let's recognize what Alisson Becker did.
What?
That Daddy Becker. I mean, he broke a record, I think, of like most saves in the fucking Champions League or some shit.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, he had to. Yeah, he had to. They were putting.
He played a fucking hell of a
work.
Game. He played a hell of a game, bro.
Such a good game.
Another guy with like fucking strong ass hands, bro. Alisson Becker is like a bear, honestly, like a fucking bear. And then Bayern Munich smoked Leverkusen. Bayern, the Bayerns. The
Battle of the Bayerns.
Yeah, the Battle of the Bayerns. Be careful with Munich. Nobody's been talking about Munich, but Munich has a good team.
They I think it's Harry Kane.
Kane plays really well.
He
bro.
plays
Honestly,
really good.
Solid as fuck. I feel bad that he hasn't won any titles apparently, but
hey man, he might not win anything else with Barcelona still in there.
Bro,
Barcelona, PSG, and Real Madrid still in there for the Champions League.
It's tough. Yes, but they also have a great team. Bayern has a fucking solid team. I feel like they're the dark horse.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna sneak in. Like, we forget that Bayern's still in there. You know, we're like thinking about but Bayern's still in there. They can fucking do some damage. They can do some damage. And then the last one is Dortmund against Lille. Another. This was a tight game. Both games were really good. I believe they tied it was basically like a tight game all the way through, and then Dortmund just fucking started finding their footing and then scored goal after goal. And then, but the I want to do kudos to I believe his name is Chevalier, the keeper from Lille. Solid kid,
Definitely.
23 years old. If I'm not mistaken, solid guy. But Dortmund just. They have very interesting players.
That's
They have a winger that is very feisty.
Yeah,
very feisty.
I don't know what they have in Dortmund that they'll pump out good players all the time in times that you never expected the team to be anything. Now they're sitting here in the final 8 or whatever the hell it's called, the Elite 8.
Yeah. Because they're going to be doing quarterfinals. We actually have games next week on the 8th and the 9th, and then I believe right off the bat, 12th and 15th, it's the second leg.
Heck yeah.
Did I mention Inter Milan? I feel like I missed Inter de Milan. I know they won against Feyenoord. Inter won against Feyenoord, also kind of tight. And then Inter also having they didn't even use Lautaro. I don't think.
I don't think so.
They
No.
they have another forward
just
that's killing it as well. Seram. I don't want to. But yeah, they have a decent team.
Lautaro, if you're not having a bad game, you don't really need to play him. Because why not save him for another game that you're actually gonna need him? Because you're gonna need the games that you really do need him. You need him for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he takes control for 1 and 2. He's gonna score 40.
No, he's a killer. He's a killer. I love Lautaro. But he and the Argentinian team. I mean, you have La Araña. You have really good forwards. It's tough. It's tough to.
That's the good problem to have.
To be a starter. 100%.
With the national team, you want to have that problem of I have too many good players.
Yeah. So these are gonna be the games coming up. So it's gonna be Bayern Inter. Oof. That one's gonna be solid. We're either gonna see if Inter de Milan is actually gonna bring in the heat, because I think Bayern Munich is gonna bring it.
If you think
it's gonna be a good game to like see what both of them have.
Italy's the Italy's version of playing like Serie A versus like the way the Bundesliga works. Like both their playing styles are completely fucking different.
Opposite.
Like completely fucking different.
Yeah.
And when they clash,
Good point.
It's interesting to see who's going to be able to. But the thing is that now you have somebody like Harry Kane in the front for Bayern, who's been playing with, in the EPL for the longest time, and most of the time in the Champions League, the English
scoring.
teams,
Scoring. Kane is scoring right now.
And the English teams play, Italian teams. It just happens a lot. So he knows how that's going to work, but how is that going to work for the entire team to be able to play against a Serie A team who's at the top? They're doing really good.
They have a really good team, honestly. They have a really good.
It should be a good game.
Yes, I'm excited. No, all of these games that I'm about to mention, they're fucking dope.
I think except for Aston Villa, I think the rest of them are.
Yeah.
Just.
I'm actually excited for Aston Villa PSG.
Yeah, but I mean. I'm gonna go out there and I'm not slobbing on their knob, but I think PSG. I think PSG. I really want if Aston Villa can pull it out. I'm gonna love it.
It's gonna be fun.
But Aston Villa should give them at least maybe they lose 1-0 first leg and then they get smashed like 3-1 second leg.
They have. I mean, it's because PSG has a really good midfield.
Yeah, they just
young too. They ran so fucking much. I was impressed with Vitinha. I'm just gonna say that. I was like,
I think for Bayern Inter, I think I'm gonna pick Inter to win.
Inter,
I think this one for PSG versus Aston Villa, I think I'm gonna pick PSG.
PSG, continuing, yeah. And then Arsenal versus Real Madrid.
That's gonna be
verga.
Like god damn, that's gonna be a good ass game. On paper, it looks like Madrid should edge. But you got it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just
Arteta with the Spanish soccer, bro.
Yeah,
Be careful.
I mean, but Madrid still has. They have, Mbappe. They have Vinicius Jr. They have Jude Bellingham.
I feel like Madrid has a stronger midfield, low key.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Low key.
And Valverde, fucking on top of everything.
But Arsenal is playing good as a team, very good. We're still seeing a little friction from Real Madrid, and that can fluctuate your game.
They have to play. Arsenal has to play really good at home.
Yes,
they have to.
100%.
They have to for sure. I don't remember who plays first, but if they whatever game they play at home, they have to at least win by double digits. Say true.
Yeah.
God, 12-0. 12-0. They have to win at least by at least 2 goals. There's no way I can see them
playing
going
at Madrid es el Bernabéu es muy cabrón.
If you try to play in the Bernabéu and think that you're going to come out with a 1-0 or 2-0, fuck no, dude. You got to come in there guns blazing to be able to just tie.
Yeah.
So, or hopefully they come out 3-0. Fuck it.
You never know. You never know. Like I said, it could be a good day for Arsenal, but we know that
Barcelona's done it.
That aggregate does come off. And previously we had mentioned that there's no aggregate in this new type of style.
Yeah.
Apparently there is. Who the fuck knows? On the
I think that,
16s, on that bracket of 16s. And then Barcelona against Dortmund. Also,
that one's.
We always get the shake. We always like.
I get this is the part where Barcelona fans get really confident, and I don't think I want to get that confident.
No, I never do, bro. I never do.
I have that sense of
Lewandowski going against his former team.
Yeah,
former team.
Oh no, this is the former team. The fucking pinnacle former team. Because when you think of Lewandowski,
he was killing it during that time.
When you think of
Bayern too, but
that. That set up Borussia Dortmund team. We had Lewandowski, you had Marco Reus, you had fucking Gauthier, we had Hummels.
That's
this is that team. Lewandowski coming back to
there's feelings.
That if he fucking scores
and
he celebrates. Fuck.
I don't know if he'll celebrate.
I don't think he'll celebrate. There's no
I think
fucking
he's
way.
a very cool guy. He's respectful.
Yeah, because if he does that, dude, that shit's gonna suck. Because that yellow wall that they have in Borussia, that's just not forgiving.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want that. They're like low key fucking.
If anybody wants,
they're like
to look
war
up
status. They're
if anybody wants to look something up, yellow wall, Borussia Dortmund. You want to see some crazy shit? You want to talk about some ultras?
Yeah,
dude. Nobody
100%.
does it like Borussia Dortmund on some weird shit. Oh, actually no.
They have like the biggest banners as well. They go crazy.
They go hard.
A little too crazy. As long as it's
I don't know, Boca Juniors and River Plate.
Sí, no, es otro pedo.
That's a whole. We're just gonna put that in a different category.
Yeah, no, it's otro pedo.
But close second.
No, we have great games coming up, Angel. Honestly, we have great games. I hope nothing but the best for Barcelona. I think we can make it through. We just have to be solid. We have to be sharp. We have to show up. We have to show up and be smart. For Bayern Inter, I'm gonna go with Bayern as well. I think they're very dangerous. Arsenal, Real Madrid. I'm gonna put my money on Arsenal. Like always. I can't say Real Madrid, man. But it's a must watch. I'm not missing that fucking match. And then we'll see how each team does in the first leg is gonna determine a lot of what types of games we're gonna see in the second leg. 100%, especially once it gets tighter to quarterfinals now, and then semis, and then eventually la final. We have a lot of soccer to come.
A whole
lot of soccer. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the March/April dive-in. We had delayed just because life has been crazy this past days, and but I felt like we did a decent job doing a recap. What do you want from us, people?
I mean, just let us
know.
What the fuck? I mean, legit. Let us fucking know.
Yeah. Comment who you guys got on your fucking on the comments.
Yep.
Like,
let us know.
Are you guys Bayern? Are you guys Inter?
Are we going too hard on Madrid?
Yeah.
Are we going too soft on Barcelona? I mean, maybe this shit we're not seeing.
Are we on somebody's jock too much? Are we jerking somebody?
Or do we need to get on somebody's jock? That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Ting.
Who?
Let us know, because I don't know. I think we're doing a decent job.
Yeah, 100%. And notice how the fucking... For those of you guys that have been watching, there has a fucking sun ray, and then he missed me. It was about to hit, and I'm like, it's gonna miss me.
As we're ending the episode,
ending, it's because right now would have been the perfect. Look at the lighting. I feel like the lighting now changes.
Yep. Now we're gonna look pristine.
Now we're gonna be dope. Yes. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Colorado Rapids hopefully does fucking well against these next two teams.
Hopefully.
Yes.
The game should still be on, so I'm finna catch that right now in a minute. I think they play or they're probably at halftime. Hopefully they're winning. And then we look and they're like 5-0 down.
Fuck. Mándame. Mejor escúpeme en la cara. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next month. Bye.